What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Decided to post another one. I kind of felt bad for the last one where I had no in-game sound. All you heard was me talking, and there was a little bit of feedback in my mic, as I put in the description. New mic, trying to figure it all out. I think I got it figured out. I played with the levels a little bit. It should all be working fine now. We're still in Moab, Utah. Got rested, got a load picked. We're gonna go from Moab to Salt Lake City, which is kind of the place I wanted to go anyways. I was gonna make this a short run just for a short video, just to kind of give you guys a little bit better quality one, and for my peace of mind. I wanted to go up to Salt Lake City. That's kind of where I was wanting to go. I'm glad that I was able to get a load going there. As you can see, my parking job is a little bit better today. We're still running the stock 389, still running the flatbed. Let's get in, we'll get started, we'll get her fired up. You guys should be hearing all this sound now. When I played with it yesterday, which would be Wednesday, it was working fine for me. So you should just hear the air brake release, should have heard it fire up. It may not be super loud. I did kind of keep the levels down a little bit. I'll see how I like that, and I can always edit that portion of it later. So we're going to go. We are picking up what looks like scrap cars, crushed cars, and we're taking it up to Salt Lake. I believe we're going to pick it up where we dropped them off at was kind of that scrap yard. As I was getting all set up, I was working on getting out of there, and man, it was a pain in the ass. It is tight. It is not made for these 53-foot trailers, I'll tell you what. So we're gonna get over there, get loaded, get on the road, and just start enjoying more of Utah. Alright, so we're all loaded, got our looks like crushed vehicles on, and we're ready to get out and get on the road. So let's get her fired back up. Take the brake off. Again, you guys should all be hearing this. I won't really know until I go to edit this video, but when I was playing around with it yesterday, it was all working fine. Again, I am really apologize for the what I consider crappy video that I put out. I really wanted to put it out. I didn't want to put out something half-assed. Unfortunately, I did. Just because I didn't really want to re-record all that. So I kind of just let it go. But, you know, it's not going to be, you know, the standard for me. It's as time has gone on, as I've gotten better and better at recording and making videos and editing them, I always try to pride myself on putting out the best quality product that I can produce, and that one just wasn't completely up to my standards. Again, I apologize for that. That's what happens when you're gone for 4 months off of PC and gaming for let me turn my flashers off. That's what happens when you're gone for a while. But it's alright, we got it all ironed out. We will all live to tell about it, thankfully. Oh, look at that, there's Utah State Police. Or Utah Cop. Man, this turn is really wide. Still not completely used to it. Hopefully soon I will be. Should be a fairly short ride. We've got about 4 hours to our destination. We are going to have to stop and get gas at some point. May just do it now before we get on, so we can just get on the road and get trucking. I don't know. So I did go looking around, and I was just curious. As I was getting set up, I was kind of looking at the trailers and seeing what else SCS has put out. There's a lot. I kind of tried to keep up, like I said, I kind of tried to keep up with what was going on in ATS, in the SCS world while I was deployed. I didn't, get super in depth, kind of just what I saw on Facebook and Instagram. via what they posted and what other people posted. So it's kind of just going off of that. I didn't know that they had put in a bunch of farming trailers, if you will. There's a hopper, there's a feeder that looks like a tanker to me, but I imagine it's like for fertilizing or like feed for livestock. There's logging trailers, there's hoppers for grains, and there's all sorts. So, and I really wanted to get one. My big issue with doing that is I get it, and you buy it and you have to go to a garage. There is a garage here in Moab. I just haven't bought it yet. I'll kind of worry about that later. And so the way I kind of have my game set up right now is I run out of one garage in Phoenix, and now I'm starting to buy other garages and put other drivers in those garages. So I've got one in I know LA and Vegas for sure. It's been so long I don't remember what garages I have. I used to have them all for all the states that were out at, Arizona, New Mexico, Cali, and Nevada. I used to have all the garages, and then I got bored and I sold them all off. But then I decided, now I've got $36 million in the bank on this game, and I was like, well, why? What's the point of having all that money and nothing to spend it on? Which kind of sucks for the in-game economy, which is something I know I've talked about. But anyways, come on, pay more attention to driving. There we go. So started buying up more garages. I don't remember where I have them all at, but I have my drivers in different garages. Phoenix is reserved for me and my trucks. I try to keep, a pretty good selection of trucks in there. Right now it's kind of depleted because I'm not really running any mods. Oh, hey, recruitment agency, we can hire more drivers. Yay! And then all the trailers that I want to use, because if you have drivers and trailers in a garage, those drivers are going to use those trailers if they want. And so I kind of keep that one to myself, so that way I can have the trailers that I want, and then they're in a different garage and they can run the trailers that they want to run. Makes me happy. Wouldn't say really them, because this is a video game and, well, they don't really have feelings. Shh. So going back to, I really want to try these other trailers out, but then that means I have to go back to Phoenix, and I absolutely hate going back and forth to Phoenix and essentially restarting every single time. You buy a new truck, well, not necessarily a new truck, but every time the game restarts or they push a big update, pushes you right back to Phoenix, to your headquarters where you start out at. If I want to buy a trailer, I'm going to put it in my Phoenix garage, which means I have to go all the way to Phoenix to get it. Well, if I'm clear up here in Utah or headed to Washington or Oregon, I really don't want to go all the way back to frickin' Phoenix just to grab a new trailer. So we're going to roll the flatbed for a little bit. I think what I'll do is, as time goes on, we'll kind of just make our rounds. We're going to kind of let the loads decide where we go. This one just happened to work out that it was going where I wanted to go. So that's a plus. And then next time I make it back to Phoenix, then we'll switch it out. We'll get a new trailer and we'll go from there. Come on, baby, slow down. It's what I get for using just a Jake brake. If I put on the brakes like I did, it wouldn't have been as crazy. So as time goes on and we eventually make it back to Phoenix, then I will switch out trailers. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love running flatbeds. It's kind of my favorite. I think coffin cab, this is a 63-inch sleeper, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's a 63-inch with 389 with a flatbed. I think it looks absolutely amazing. So, but I'm definitely going to give the other ones a shot. I want to see kind of what the loads are, and I know that with the logging ones, you got to go towards the logging aspect of the game. If you guys have ever seen that, when they released Oregon, they put in they focus a little bit on logging. I guess that's real big in Oregon. I don't know. I've never even been to Oregon. So it'd be kind of cool to go to the other aspects of, or the other parts of Oregon that I haven't been to yet. And I've been around a little bit. I could, next time I get on, I can show you. Or next time I hit pause, I can go into the map and kind of show you. But there's parts of Oregon that I just haven't been to because I like running my own trailers. Before, all you had was, flat or box. So you didn't really get to go to the logging aspect of the game. So now I'm looking forward to that. Now I see that there's kind of more farm dedicated trailers, if you will, like the hopper and the feeder, which looks like a tanker. So I imagine that you kind of go towards more farms and whatnot, not necessarily just like places to drop off cargo. I'm so just so lost. It's been so long. It's funny. So I'm gonna try the other trailers out. I'm just not gonna do it right now. I want to explore the map, not just keep going from Phoenix to Moab, or Phoenix to LA, or Phoenix to Las Vegas. I'm so tired of doing those routes. Granted, I only did to Moab once, but I think you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Just tired of always starting out in Phoenix and going from there. Hell, I'd even love to explore New Mexico a little bit more. I've been all over New Mexico. I've lived in New Mexico, which is absolutely crazy how they got some of those details absolutely right. Anyways, I want to see more of the map than just what they have. Now, going back to the whole modding issue, like I said, I have a couple mods on. I'm not even really sure what they are, and I looked at my mod list before I even started recording. I'm not going to get heavy into modding ATS just yet. I'm going to wait till I get a laptop. My computer, like I said last video, is really starting to show its age. And it's only on here for some reason. When I play 5M or GTA 5, it does just fine, but I remember I was modded pretty heavily, and I was driving around in Oregon. I was in northern Oregon, and I was getting 30 frames per second, which really sucked. And I'm just like, holy cow, what is going on? Like, my computer has never been this bad. And I just started taking off mods, and my FPS started coming up a little bit. So it's my computer just can't handle it. Again, it's 6 years old, so it's completely understandable, if you will, that we've discovered price. We've discovered 2 of the 10 cities. So I won't get heavy into modding again until I get a new laptop. I also think that SCS has always seemed to have been kind of very supportive on modders. Just my personal opinion, kind of opinions that I've read from other people, is that SCS is trying to get away from the modding community. As of right now, they still support it, but with as much as they're releasing updates on the game, and they know that every time the game's updated, every time there's a new game version out, it crashes all the mods, and all the modders have to go in and adjust their mods to allow or to be able to run on the newest version. I don't really know what that entails. I haven't gotten into modding. I would love to. I've just never sat down to do it. I don't know that I have the patience for it. As far as my modding goes, is putting mods into this game or putting them in to Grand Theft Auto 5. So I really think that SCS might be trying to deter people from modding, and I don't know why. I don't know what their thought is. Maybe they think that the game is good enough now that you shouldn't need mods to play it, which is a very arguable statement. It is far better than when it was just the original 3 states of Arizona, Nevada, and California. I will give them that. Now that we've got 3 more states, 4 more states, the map's getting a little bit bigger. It's definitely a lot more detail, as you can see. I think that there's still some things that the modders bring to this game that SCS hasn't quite gotten around to yet. And it's not I mean, it's nobody's fault. SCS is just doing what they can. I don't know how big their team is now. I imagine that it's getting bigger, especially with them being able to release 2 states in 1 year. I'm still happy about that. I'm still stoked about that. So I don't know why they would be trying to phase out modding, but I think they are. Another reason that I kind of think that is last time I was playing, not a couple days ago when I was recording, but months ago, they released a couple updates without even telling anybody. They just, oh, surprise, here's a new update, here's what you guys have. And so it didn't even give modders, like, they were essentially blindsided by it. There was no warning, there was no, hey, get ready, there's going to be a big update coming. And it's not small little updates that they pushed, it was big. It was enough to crash a bunch of mods and make it so you had to run, modless for a few days while all the modders got to fixing their mods and making it compatible with the new game version. So that's just my opinion on as to what SCS is doing, and just look at this. Just side note, this looks just absolutely beautiful. Wow. It's all I can say. The one thing that I've kind of noticed, and maybe I need to travel more up north even with Washington, is it's still not very green. You look at it and it's still kind of deserty, which it's been years since I've been through Utah, so I don't remember exactly how green it is. But it still just looks very deserty and very brown. Maybe it's just because I haven't been to Oregon, or I've been a little bit in, like I said, I played a little bit in Oregon. I don't really remember it much. I think I've been to one city, and it was like it was the border state there between Oregon and Washington, or border city between Oregon and Washington. And I don't really remember it much. And here you can kind of start to see transition into more green there if you look towards about the 10:30, 11 o'clock area. It's a little bit greener out that way. And I hope this isn't a theme that carries on through, the rest of the map, is just that kind of brown. And good job, jackass. Turn in front of a truck that weighs 130 pounds. That's safe. You'll walk away from that just fine. So I hope that, and like I said, it may just be because I haven't been further north. I mean, we're still not super north. Here, let's go out and look. God, that's just absolutely beautiful. Stunning. So hopefully it's greener up north. You are starting to see a little bit more green come in. Oh, man. It's nice. Utah is absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to see what SCS has in store for us next. I really hope it's Idaho. I'd love for them to put out 2 states at once, and I don't know if they have, the team or the development team to do that. But just imagine because Idaho is it's a smaller state, especially compared to what they've released so far. It'd be dope if they put out Idaho and Montana at the same time. I think that would be pretty damn cool, and I think that they could do it. Montana is going to be a little bit more work because it is a bigger state. But at the same time, it is a very highway-driven state. You know, I live here, and I've been here for 4 years now, 4.5 years. There's not really back roads to get from one city to the next. It's interstate. Provo, we discovered Provo in the Beehive State. It's, man, look at that. That's pretty freaking cool. A little water, like a little park over there. That's pretty damn cool. I hope this is what I'm supposed to take. It looks like it. There we go. Got the blinker off. So it's a lot of highway. There are back roads, don't get me wrong. But if you want to get anywhere in Montana, you're jumping on the interstate. So as far as that aspect goes, I don't think that would be too hard for them to get. It'd be kind of cool to see them integrate some of the back roads. Obviously, you're not going to be, driving from Great Falls to Billings, which is a 4-hour drive via interstate. You're not going to be, hitting back roads and, 2-lane roads, which the interstate to Billings is 2-lane, but speed limit's also 70. Back roads tend to be about 55, maybe 60 on a good day. So, it'd be kind of cool to see that. Montana also has, the Rockies, so it'd be kind of cool to see how SCS portrays them and what they do as far as that goes. That would be really something to look forward to. Yeah, we're getting up to speed. Shouldn't have too much further to go. I mean, I know it's 4 hours in game, which roughly 20-30 minutes in real life. Yeah, so we got an hour to go. 61 miles. It looks like all interstate from here. Yeah. Man, my game is just... My computer, it's getting old. As you can see, like, just swapping through to check the GPS, and my FPS has just dropped. This computer served me well, but it's just getting old. So, I kind of would like to branch out on the games that I play. I'm not really sure what else I would do and still keep, entertained, but be able to have some fun. I got Farming Simulator 19 on my iPad, and I think it's kind of like a light version of the game. And from the videos I've seen, I've never played Farming Simulator before. I got it while I was in Kuwait as a way to try and keep myself busy. So, started playing it, and it's a fun game. A great way to kill about 8 hours if you need, at least when I needed to. And I even played it on the trip home on my airplane ride. Great way to kill some time. So I kind of want to play it actually on here on PC and kind of see what it's like. And I would like to record it, but at the same time, like, thinking about like how I played on my iPad, like how would I really record what I'm doing and make it interesting enough that you guys would watch it and continue to watch it. Like that, we discovered Salt Lake City, which, mind you, here in about 2 weeks, wife and I will be driving through. Pretty stoked about that for our honeymoon. Anyways, back to Farming Simulator 19. So I really want to play it. Of course, I have absolutely no problem recording. I just don't know how to go about making it more entertaining. Maybe there's a little bit more to do in the PC version. On my iPad, all it really was is you planted your crops, you waited for them to grow, you harvested them, you tilled the field, and then you replanted them, and it was kind of rinse, wash, repeat. And if that's all it is on Am I speeding? No, I'm not. Set cruise. Actually, I think I gotta get off here. So I don't really know how to make it interesting. Maybe I'll get it and just kind of play it and see, or watch videos and see. Maybe there's like little missions and stuff, which in the iPad version there was like a little mission where the guy that kind of helps you in the beginning would be like, oh, I bought this trailer, can you deliver it to this place for me? And then he'd give you a cut of the profit. Or if you're be like, oh, the bakery needs a lot of sunflower, I will pay 1.9 times more than what they're paying if you help them out. And that was really about it as far as the missions go. So I don't know if maybe there's more to it on the PC version, which I think, again, I think that what I had on the iPad was a light version versus what I was playing on, what you could be playing on the computer. If anybody knows, anybody that's watching this, let me know. Put in the comments. And if it's something, oh, nope, I'm not turning here, I'm going up one. Silly me. Man, look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. If I ever got into trucking, this is the kind of truck that I'd want. 389 coffin sleeper. Just beautiful. Beautiful truck. But anyways, if you guys would like to see Farming Simulator 19, or if you guys have more information about it, put it in the comments. Let me know. I had a lot of fun on my iPad. Would not mind getting it here and trying it out. Oh, there's one of the new trucks. It's a Volvo. I'm not a big Volvo fan, so you'll probably never ever see me run it. And again, when I have my way, I'm going to run modded trucks versus just the stock SCS trucks, which I prefer the modded trucks. Nothing against SCS and their trucks. I just think the modded trucks are built a little bit better. Then again, you're talking a modder that only does the modded truck versus SCS, who does this entire game. You know, you're talking maps and little intricate details like the trailer hoses and shit like that. So not that the stock trucks are bad. I just think that with having a modder's truck, they've put a little bit more detail into it. You get a little bit more out of the trucks. Again, I'm not saying that the stock trucks are bad. Just my personal opinion. So once I get a new laptop, you won't see me run stock trucks like I have in the past, where I haven't ran stock trucks. And I will go to modded trucks. Alright, we're gonna keep this going. I'm gonna back this up so you guys can see how bad I am. Oh, I have no idea where. I've never even been to this place, so I don't know what this drop-off point is like. It's gonna be an adventure for both of us. One thing that I do is haha, get it. One thing that I do is I put the mirrors on, because trying to see out of these is such a pain in the ass. More specifically, the one there on the right, I can't hardly see out of it. So I use the mirrors that come in the game. Wow, that's cool. Watching that step deck being loaded and being unloaded, that is freaking neat. See, that's the thing that I like about SCS right there, is they're putting, time into those little details. So if they don't put as much time into the trucks, who gives a shit? That's freaking cool. That, I think, adds a more realistic aspect to the game. And I have no idea where to go. It doesn't look like we can go over there, so... Oh, well, maybe. It looks like there's a little drive right there. We'll try it. Anyways, like I was saying, I use the mirrors just so I can actually see out of them. Make fun of me. Call me chicken shit. Whatever. It helps me. it's so freaking hard to see out of that right mirror. Even this one it's actually better than what it used to be, but it used to be a pain in the ass. Oh, nice, driving over little train tracks here. So I use the mirrors. Looks like we're gonna drive over some more, which is pretty cool. Again, these are the details that I like. Okay, so this is what we're gonna have to do. We'll go out to the outside camera. So we're gonna have to make it around this excavator, around that front loader, and we're gonna have to turn the truck around and get it straight enough that I can do that. All right, so this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge. If it's absolutely atrocious, I just won't even show you guys. I'll cut this part out. We'll cut it out from right here. Otherwise, we're just going to keep this going, and we're going to tackle this turning around job together. I'll put the mirrors on, and I don't remember my first few videos. I used to have the GPS up like it is right now, and it's up just because I triggered that I could skip the bonus parking. And I used to run with the right mirror on. And then as time gone on, I decided to stop doing that. So now I only run with the truck mirrors, and I use the GPS that's in the dash. To me, the one that's there now, that's up right now, is kind of bulky and in the way, to be honest with you. Alright, so I think that's good. I think I can get it from here. So we will start our cut, and it's got to be kind of sharp. Alright, we'll just kind of push it back. Now let's get on top of it. And again, hopefully this isn't too bad. Slow down a little bit. We are going a little fast for my liking. Now we're going to start cutting the trailer. And it's essentially going to come out like we're jackknifed. Just because there's not much room to work with here. And I may have to straighten up and do it again. But if I do this... Oh, we hit the wall. So I'm not terrible at backing up. I am not good at doing this shit. I've never had to back up in this capacity in real life. So trying to do it in a video game it's a different beast. I'm always up for a challenge though. So we're gonna try again. We'll give it a couple attempts and then I may just skip it. Just cause I don't want to spend all day trying to get this. Let's cut the wheel. See if I can get it all in. Then who gives a shit? I think I got it there. Damn. Here. Let's see how bad this looks. It's really not that far off. Okay. Let's do this. I think I had it. I think that when I started pulling a little bit, it kind of triggered it. Which is fine, but we'll make this... Now I should be able to get her in now. We'll see. I think we're going to be off a little bit again. Ugh. I'll have to redeem myself in the next video. Hopefully that where we drop off isn't as tight. This is a real challenging one. This is probably one of the more challenging ones that they have in this game. Oh, look at that. It's giving it to me because it's tired of me doing this. So we'll set the brake, kill the lights. We'll unload here in a second. We'll go out. So, horrible. Absolutely horrible. We'll redeem ourselves in the next one. Hopefully we don't have a backing up like this. Again, I'm not terrible at it. I've just never had to back up in this kind of capacity. My backing up that I've done has been in my pickup, and it's with, a car trailer, not a 53-foot trailer plus a 15-foot frickin' truck. Again, I haven't even played this in a few months, so I'm a little rusty. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, my apologies about the last video, or the first video since I've been back. I really hated putting out content like that, but it is what it is. No use crying over spilt milk, and we will see you guys next time.